Have you ever felt drawn to a place you've never seen? For me, that place was Montenegro. I craved adventure in a land untouched by crowds, where nature still ruled and life moved slowly. With just $500 and a month ahead, I set out to see if true travel required more heart than money. Could I experience the soul of a European country on a shoestring? I was about to find out. As my plane descended, I glimpsed wild mountains plunging into the Adriatic, villages perched like secrets on the hillsides. I didn't know what challenges lay ahead, but I was ready for an adventure that would change me. This is my story, a guide for anyone dreaming of Europe on a budget. I'll show you how to find affordable stays, eat well for a few dollars, and discover Montenegro's magic for free. More than that, I want to share the feeling of waking up to church bells, the joy of a stranger's smile, and the peace of a mountain sunset. Montenegro's name means Black Mountain, and its wild peaks are the country's soul. Here, mountains plunge into turquoise seas, and quiet beaches offer peace far from the crowds. The Bay of Kotor, with its fjord-like beauty, is a landscape that shifts with every hour of light. But it's the people who make Montenegro unforgettable. In villages, strangers greet you with open hearts and homemade rakija. Hospitality, gostoprimstvo, is a way of life. Venetian stone towns line the coast, while the mountains echo with Slavic traditions and music. Life moves slowly. People savor coffee, laughter, and the present moment. I learned to slow down, to appreciate fresh cheese from the market and the sound of laughter in an old square. Montenegro taught me that the richest experiences are often the simplest. Here, I found beauty not just in the land, but in the warmth of its people. It's a place that invites you to breathe, connect, and truly live. Living in Montenegro for a month on $500 was a challenge, but it was possible. I set a daily budget of about $16, covering everything: accommodation, food, transport, and fun. The secret? Live like a local. I spent $200 on guest houses, sob, in small towns, negotiating monthly rates for bigger savings. The rest went to groceries, bus rides, and free adventures. Markets became my go-to for fresh, cheap food. I cooked simple meals and skipped pricey restaurants. Public buses took me everywhere for a few dollars, and I walked whenever I could. My entertainment was nature hiking, swimming, sunsets, all free. The $500 challenge taught me that true wealth is measured in experiences, not expenses. Montenegro's beauty and generosity made every cent count. I discovered that adventure isn't about how much you spend, but how deeply you live. With creativity and openness, even a tiny budget can unlock a world of wonder. Montenegro proved it. My first step was finding a place to stay that wouldn't break the bank. Hotels were out, so I turned to sobs, rooms in local homes. For about $7 a night, I had a clean room, mountain views, and hosts who welcomed me with homemade cake. Staying in a sobe meant more than saving money. It meant being part of a community. I avoided tourist hotspots, choosing villages just outside the main centers for better prices and quieter nights. Negotiating monthly rates saved me even more. Traveling in May and September, the shoulder seasons, meant lower prices and fewer crowds. Look for Sobi or Apartment signs. These are your ticket to affordable, authentic stays. By combining these strategies, I found a welcoming home for a month without blowing my budget. Montenegro's hospitality made every stay feel special. Here, comfort and connection come at a fraction of the cost. Eating well in Montenegro doesn't require a big budget. With just $5 a day, I skipped tourist restaurants and dove into local markets. The Podgorica was my morning ritual. Piles of ripe tomatoes, fresh bread, tangy cheese, and olives straight from the farmer. A simple picnic by the sea, made from market finds, was more satisfying than any fancy meal. Bakeries, pecoré, offered burek, a flaky pastry for less than $1. Family-run conobas served hearty soups and grilled meats for a few dollars more. Cooking in my guesthouse kitchen became a daily joy. Fresh pasta, big salads, and local cheese. Eating like a local wasn't just cheaper, it was healthier, fresher, and more connected to the land. Montenegro's flavors are simple, honest, and unforgettable. Here, every meal is a celebration of the land and its people. Good food, I learned, is about quality, not cost. Montenegro's public transport made exploring easy and cheap. Buses connect towns and villages for just a few dollars, winding through jaw-dropping scenery. My favorite ride climbed from the coast to Durmitor National Park. Every turn revealed a new, breathtaking view. Walking was my go-to in Old Town's cobblestone streets, hidden courtyards, and endless discoveries. In the Bay of Kotor, water taxis offered a scenic, affordable way to hop between villages. No need for a car, just a bus ticket, sturdy shoes, and a sense of adventure. Traveling slowly let me see the real Montenegro, from mountain peaks to seaside towns. The journey itself became part of the adventure. With every step and every ride, I found new stories and new friends. Montenegro's beauty is best explored at a human pace. Montenegro's old towns are living history. Kotor's medieval walls and winding streets transport you to another era. No cars, just bells and footsteps. Climbing to the fortress of San Giovanni, I watched the sunset over the bay, a priceless view for the price of a climb. Budva's old town, perched on a peninsula, blends lively beaches with quiet, ancient squares. Pršut, with its grand stone palaces and island churches, feels frozen in time. Ulcinj, near Albania, offers a different flavor. Ottoman influences, market sounds, and sea views from the cliffs. Each town tells a unique story layered with centuries of culture. Wandering these streets, I imagine the lives of those who came before. Montenegro's history isn't locked in museums, it's alive in every stone and every smile. Exploring these towns was like traveling through time, one cobblestone at a time. Here, the past and present meet in unforgettable ways. The true magic of Montenegro lies in its moments of unexpected kindness. Lost on a hike, I was welcomed by an old woman with water and homemade bread. No words needed, just warmth. In Durmitor, I watched fog swirl over Black Lake, the world hushed and dreamlike. At a market, a farmer handed me a perfect pepper, grinning and refusing payment. By the sea in Pršut, locals sang traditional songs as the sun set. No audience, just joy. These weren't tourist experiences. They were real, human connections. Montenegro's beauty is found in its landscapes, but its soul is revealed in these small acts. Generosity, music, and shared silence. These are the treasures I carried home. Travel here isn't about ticking off sites. It's about opening your heart to the unexpected. Montenegro reminded me that the best memories are often the simplest. Kindness is a universal language, and in Montenegro it's spoken everywhere. My month in Montenegro proved you don't need wealth to find adventure. The richest journeys come from living simply, connecting deeply, and embracing the unknown. Montenegro gave me wild landscapes, ancient towns, and friendships that cost nothing but openness. If you dream of Europe but fear the price, let this be your invitation. Here you can hike mountains, swim in the Adriatic, and feast for a few dollars. Don't wait for the perfect moment or a full bank account. The world is full of places like Montenegro, affordable, welcoming, and waiting to be explored. Pack light, learn a few local words, and go with an open heart. The journey will reward you in ways you can't imagine. Thank you for joining me. Now, go find your own adventure. The world is waiting.